Alrighty, so for the past couple of weeks I've been posting that I've been building an aquaponics system. So everything's up and running now, and we have growth. This is a very good thing. So over here we have the sump tank where I have my pump installed. Whoops, kind of dark down here, but that's where the pump is. It's just an ordinary pond pump. And that travels up and comes into what will be the fish tank. I do not have fish in here yet. It is cycling currently. I'm using the Murray Hallam technique of having seaweed extract. Yeah. Found all natural seaweed extract. And this is where the water goes into the system at the top. As you can see, I've got a spray bar set up so it sprays in both directions, creating a bit of a, that creates a bit of a swirl action in there. The water overflows, comes into my sediment tank. As you can tell, I'm basically using the Rob Bob method here. If you haven't checked out his videos, then I strongly suggest you do that. And then from there I have it going over into my biomedia filter. And what I've done here is I've taken a whole bunch of these scrunchies that I picked up for dirt cheap at the dollar store, and the pipe going across here is the overflow out. The other pipe goes down to the bottom where it comes out, and then the aeration stone, of course, is providing the air into the system here. So hopefully that is culturing my bacteria nicely. As I said, I'm only a week into cycling, so things are still a little up into the air, but as far as the plant growth goes, a lot of this is just transplanted today. We have our cilantro looking kind of sad down there, and our basil up here that just came out of one big pot. We do have a few strawberries that have been doing rather nicely. We got some catnip there for the kitty cat, and there's a strawberry. He had a runner, so I put the runner into the pot next to him. Hopefully he takes off. Now these two strawberries over here, these ones came out of the garden, and they were not very big or happy when I put them in there. But if you look at this guy, he's taken off like gangbusters, and you can see he's already flowering and setting into fruit. And this guy's been struggling because I don't think I got enough of the roots. But the crown is alive, and it is slowly growing, so I think it is coming along. Below them, we've got some spinach. Now these were put into the system a week ago at first leaf stage, and as you can see, they've all got their second leaves now. So that's coming along just great. As you can see, I've got a bunch of extra wood here. The plan is that I am going to take, wrong way, the bottom part of this frame and build a deep water culture bed. And build a big tank there. I've already got my liner for it. I'm just waiting on some wood to be delivered. So hopefully by Tuesday of next week that'll show up, and I'll be building a tank here for my deep water culture. I'll be teeing off up here on this 3/4 inch line that is coming out, and bringing a 1/2 inch line off of it down to feed the DWC at the far end, and then the drain will be at this end going back into the sump pump, the sump tank. Eventually all of this is going to be framed in to about here, even with that side of the patio, and I'm going to turn this all into a big greenhouse so I can produce year-round, and eventually all that will be closed in as well so I can keep the heat in my tanks. Right now I'm just using that moving blanket on top, just throwing it over just to keep the sunlight off of them, and you know, help maintain some of the heat that's coming from the heater that's in that tank. That's that cord you see going up there. So yeah, there's my AP system. So far so good. I'll be back in a week or so and hopefully have that bottom tank all fitted out and have a bunch more plants to show you, because if you look inside here, I don't know if you can see this in the picture, but yeah, there's a bunch of seedlings in there. They're you know, hanging out in the house right above the baseboard heater there, so they're nice and warm, and they're coming along. So yeah, the rest of the garden, we got some peas growing down along that fence. Also got some onions over there. And that area over by the cherry tree, well, that's going to be a wicking bed pretty soon too. We're going to tear out all the daisies. So we're going to grow some beets and some radish and a bunch of other root vegetables over there. So, yep, it's going to be a productive summer. At any rate, have a nice day.